Alright. Let's continue. If Fox will let me leave.
Well with you today, sir?
Excuse me, Fox. Alright. Let's go to Vault 101. Maybe Amada. It hasn't been that long. Amada will recognize me. I think Dogmeat should be up here. There he is. Here. Can you wait here?
To say?
Wait here.
If you insist, but do be careful. I can hardly repay your kindness while waiting back here.
Okay. PA system found. Emergency frequency. PA system. System lost. You don't know the new entrance password? I'm confused. Oh, my radio's off, so I won't be able to hear it. Dumbass.
Message repeats. This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out there. I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats. This is...
Okay.
I patiently await your word.
Stay here. I know the password now. I'm coming. Learn what happened to Vault 101. Was this here when I left? What the heck? Who's Jim Wilkins? Vault 101 Auden. Put my FOV in. I just typed in that, but it still worked. Who's this? Steve Armstrong. Steve had a stealth boy on him. So what, that actually worked? I accidentally typed in the square slash, or square parenthesis, whatever you call it, bracket, and a slash, and it still worked. Oh my god, someone got crushed. What happened when I left? I actually don't want this. I want the sledgehammer. That'll be like, you've been out there for that long and you only found a sledgehammer? Maybe I should Keep the metal blaster on me, look cool. Officer Gomez, tunnel snakes rule.
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there. Guess that explains how you got that door open. You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
I need to talk with Amada. I got her message.
Amada's message? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd keep that under your hat for her sake. She could get in real trouble if people found out she sent you a message. So could I, just for talking with you now.
What sort of trouble do you mean?
Let me bring you up to speed. It seems like it's been a mighty long time. The night you and your dad left, everything went crazy. Between the bugs and the confusion, we lost a lot of people. When your dad opened up that gate, he let loose a whole lot of crap, if you'll pardon my language.
That was never supposed to happen. That was the Overseer's fault.
Really? Well, that would explain a few things, all right. It's a good thing you're here after all. After that night, a lot of your friends started thinking, if it's safe to go outside, why stay down here forever? And that's not the sort of thing the Overseer likes to hear. Things have gotten pretty tense.
So what now?
I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the Overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that. Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever. Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you.
I'll go see what I can do about all this.
Well, okay. Just be careful down here. The vault's changed, I tell you.
Maybe I should take this off so it looks more realistic. And I remember when we left here. Keep out. Wonder glue. Vault 101 Atrium.
We're opening that door, and to hell with the Overseer's rules. You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You gonna lock me up like you did to Broch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule!
Stay back!
Stay out of this.
Please don't shoot him.
Holy crap, you're crazy!
Go.
Don't you know enough to stay away?
You almost shot Freddy.
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
Tell me about the rebels.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're gonna try something dangerous.
What happened down here?
I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, I have to go now.
Yes, you do.
I never met him before. Inaccessible. Lower level. Oh, I didn't want to go in here. Let's go this way. Officer
You don't
Gomez.
belong here anymore.
What the hell? Why are you mean to me now? Fuck you, overseer. It's so clean in here. Well, I mean, besides the paper being spread around everywhere. Like, it's so clean compared to the other vaults I've been in. They clean that dead guy up.
You never should have left, kid. Now we'll make sure nobody ever leaves again. I got a live one here.
Are you stupid?
Holy smokes, that was close.
Who's in there? Jail cell password. Who's in there? Confidential. From Chief Officer. Subject: raids on rebels. In light of increased agitation from the rebel elements, I have come to the conclusion that we can no longer afford to be merciful to this scum. While some may hold out hope for a peaceful resolution, it's only a matter of time before they decide to take the fight to us, or worse yet, our families. I propose a midnight raid into their compound. Live ammo, zero tolerance. Make an example of the first two who fight back, and the rest will fall in line. We may lose a kid or two, but we'll save the vault as a whole, and that's what counts. We are not to inform the Overseer and some of our softer security guards about this plan, as they will only object and ensure our defeat. Once the deal is done, they'll see it was worth the price. This will show those scum what happens when you step out of line in our vault. So who was that? From Chief Officer. What the fuck? Mr. Broch.
See you again. It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it? Remind me to add a question about rescuing your teacher from the vault jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards.
What did you hear from the guards?
I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Amada and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Tell me about the rebels.
Most of them are just kids who are caught up in the idea of seeing the world. But I know we've got to actually open the vault if we want to survive. Otherwise, we're just going to dwindle away down here until it's all too late.
What happened down here?
It was pretty rough, I'll tell you. I know a lot of folks blame your dad, but I know he didn't mean to cause all that. Don't blame him or yourself.
I have to go now.
Watch yourself down here.
Instead of watch yourself out there, he says watch yourself down here. I'm gonna kill this guy. He's part of the...
Look what we have here.
At least no one gets to see what he looks like dead.
It's good to see you again.
Lower level. Computer room. Is it Matt a part of the rebels? There's bobby pins in here again. Why are there cinder blocks in here?
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
Lay off the evil banter. I want to say this one. But this one's funny too. With your leadership, no one in this vault has much of a future.
That would be where you're wrong, young man. By locking down this vault, I'm protecting its future. In fact, I was protecting its future when I had to make those unpleasant choices the night you and your father abandoned us. I only wish I could have stopped your father before he left. If anyone's to blame for the unpleasantness, it's him.
Do you have any idea why my father left the vault in the first place?
I've spent many nights asking myself exactly that. He certainly didn't tell me before he left. I blame myself, really. I should have known better than to let him enter our home in the first place. He certainly showed his true colors in the end. Were he raised in the cleanliness of our vault, perhaps your father would have shown more dedication to the important things in life. Just as well that he left. We mustn't let humanity's last pure specimens be sullied with his type.
At least my father didn't hide from the outside his whole life.
No, but he didn't risk bringing you out into it either. You have to wonder, is that why he left you behind? He wanted to know you were someplace safe? And then, like a fool, you squandered the greatest gift he ever left you.
Why are they rebelling?
I just don't know. Don't they realize how dangerous it is out there? But instead they would throw away the safety of the vault's isolation just to follow in your footsteps. I can't allow them to do that to themselves or to the rest of us.
I believe I have the solution to the vault's problems.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
A lot of them will die, I feel like, if they go out there. But not if they, like, go to Megaton, but there's nowhere to stay in Megaton, really. On second thought, I'm not sure.
Of course you aren't.
I'll go talk to them first. I have to go now.
Yes, I should say that you do.
Why am I allowed in the terminal but not the locker? View external contact report. Vault recently received unexpected radio contact over the governmental Vault-Tec frequency from an organization calling itself the Enclave. Governmental codes are valid according to the Vault's ancient records, and the Enclave put forth an offer of amnesty and unity with the official remnants of the American government in exchange for access to the Vault and its data stores. They claim that our Vault passwords no longer match their records, preventing them from extending their offer in person. After brief negotiation, I have refused entrance to this enclave. I cannot trust my Vault and its inhabitants to an unknown factor, much less one that would so gallantly suggest abandoning our Vault's great mission. All the more reason to prevent the rebels from opening the Vault to the likes of them. View security dossiers. Rebels. Alliance of rebels have formed in the Vault, dedicated to the wholly destructive goal of reopening the Vault to the outside world. Amanda and Edwin Broch are the leaders of the band, with those ridiculous tunnel snakes making up its muscle, along with a handful of other youths and naive idealists. Attempts to isolate and demoralize the group are proceeding apace. Edwin Broch has been jailed for his attempt to lead a direct attempt to open the Vault's door, and their members have holed up in the old clinic and schoolroom. Their dwindling food and proximity to the dangerous Dr. Andy are sure to drain the morale from their rebellion until they give up and are welcomed back in our happy family again. Amanda. It pains me dearly to know that Amanda is behind the rebellious element in the Vault. If she weren't their leader, it would be a simple matter to break their spirits and bring them back in line with the Vault's time-proven isolation plan. But with her as a central figure in the rebellion, I must refrain from the more persuasive tactics at security's disposal. I will not repeat the mistakes of that night again. The Vault cannot afford it, and I cannot bear to drive my daughter further away from me. Despite everything, I take a great pride in her natural talent for leadership. When she inevitably comes around, I feel she will make a worthy successor to the position of the Overseer. View scouting reports. Oh, these are old. Enclave. Stockholm. Let's go talk to Amanda if we can find her. Hello, Mr. Broch. It's reactor level. Is this openable? Okay, good. I want to see this. Oh. Just like old times. Here. Oh, we weren't allowed in here before. Someone in here.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Sorry. Stanley.
I don't know that I should be talking with you.
He doesn't even care I'm here. Tell me about the rebels.
It's just a phase they're going through. Every kid thinks they want to leave the vault at some point, but we all grew out of it.
What happened down here?
With all of the bugs and fires, there was an awful lot of strain on the systems down on the reactor level. Our water chip's pretty delicate right now, but I'm working on setting her right again.
I have to go.
Yes, you do.
Oh, Stanley don't like me anymore. my god. Don't touch that. Or you'll die. Stanley doesn't like me. What if I wore the hat he got me? I wonder if he would like me. Frag grenades? For what? Why is there a hand? That's like a kid hand. Stanley, stay strapped. Activities. Directions. Activating. 0. Xenophobes. Begin water chip service. Should I save before I do this? Test hydrophonic system. Fully functional. Test air filtration system. Fully functional. Begin water chip service. Run water chip diagnostics. Systems functional. Begin manual service. Do not run purge. Enjoy your water. Run system purge. Cleanliness restored. I don't know if I did anything when I did that.
I don't know that I should be talking with you.
Okay.
What?
Oops. Alright, we're done down here, I guess. I don't know if that's like for a quest or for the quest in the future, maybe. Oh my goodness. Where's the intercom?
Why don't you look where you're going?
Wally Mack.
Oh boy, are you in trouble?
Tell me about the rebels.
What do you expect from idiots like them? I'm just glad I was done with Butch's stupid gang before they got involved in all this.
What happened down here?
You should have seen my pop. He personally saved old Stanley. But guess you wouldn't know what it's like to have a hero for a dad, would you?
This motherfucker.
Yes, you do.
Eat your sweet roll. What the hell? Janice Wilkins, what happened? This dead woman's just sitting here and you're eating a sweet roll. Wow. Upper level. Was it? Set one door. That, yeah. No, Freddy won that one. Return of Wally Mack. Atrium. That's the one that he went in, I guess. Apartments. Cigar lounge. Gentlemen. Gentlemen. Exercise regularly. What's that? Huh. What are you doing?
Leave me alone. You're back again?
Tell me about the rebels.
They're a bunch of hellions, that's what they are. I'm at my wit's end about them. I really am.
What happened down here?
It's all kind of blurry for me. But I hear I owe you for saving me. But don't expect much. The whole thing was your dad's fault in the first place.
It was my dad's fault that rad roaches were attacking you?
Yes, you do.
Who's this? Pepper?
Why won't you just leave us alone?
Who are
Can't you
you?
just leave us alone?
Tell me about the rebels.
Those kids are risking our entire vault just because they're bored. It's horrible.
What happened down here?
The bugs were horrible, but my family was pretty lucky. But then my Freddy went and got caught up with those idiot rebels.
I have to go now.
Yes, you do.
York Freddy? Is this Sweet Home Alabama? Tunnel snakes rule. Who's in here?
Why won't you just leave us alone? You've done enough damage.
It's my bedroom.
You're easily amused, eh?
Storage? Oh no. Chip Taylor. Who's Chip Taylor? This is not where Freddy walked in. Where the fuck did Freddy go into? What? Who's that? Is that Officer Gomez?
I really shouldn't be seen talking with you, you know. What do you want?
So, this way, I guess? Chip Taylor is dead. Oh yeah, we didn't even go in here. What? Why can't you go in here? Isn't that where my dad's office was? That's dumb. Where's this telling me to go? Holy cow. Huh. Butch.
Damn. Look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
Again? Help? What kind of help?
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right? The deaths, the lies, the whole overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Don't worry, I'm trying to help the entire vault.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
What do you think you're going to do outside, Butch?
I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
Hey, I'm already in the tunnel, Snakes. You gave me the jacket and everything.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it'll be a new gang. We ain't gonna just be in tunnels, you know. Besides, there's gonna be a lot more people who want to join. Competition's gonna be tough.
What happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
Why should I help you, Butch?
Because you've always been a goody two-shoes. So when I need help, it's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna help Amada anyway, right? Just make it so we can leave the vault, and I'll leave and never bother you again.
I'll be going now.
Catch you later. Maybe.
Oh wait, this is where my dad's office is.
Good to see you.
Susie Matt,
You're alive!
tell me about the rebels.
I hate that this whole thing has turned us against our families. But we just can't keep living down here forever. I mean, look at this place.
What happened down here?
A lot of security got wounded, and worse. In all the confusion, we still don't know who's responsible for some of them. Yeah, see you.
Freddy,
Hey, good to see you again.
can't believe they almost shot you.
I tell you, those guards are getting nastier every day. One of these days is gonna turn real ugly. But I'll be ready for it.
Tell me about the rebels.
The Overseer thinks he's in charge of us just because it's his job? Well, nuts to that. We do what we want, and we want to open the vault.
What happened down here?
Paul got bit real bad by some of those rad roaches, but he thought he could tough it out. If we'd had a doctor to treat him, he might still be here.
Ooh. Time for me to go.
Later.
Who's this?
It's good to see you again.
Christine Kendall.
Wow, you're back.
Tell me about the rebels.
I wouldn't call us rebels. I mean, we don't agree with the Overseer, but we still love the vault. We just want to try going outside, too.
What happened down here?
Mom and little Monica got caught in the fires. I tried to get them out. I really did. But it was just too hot.
Jesus.
I know it wasn't your fault, but my dad doesn't think as highly of you. You wouldn't want to hear what he said he'd do to your dad, either.
My dad's dead, so it's fine.
Yeah. See you.
Hello.
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back.
I came as soon as I heard you were in trouble.
Oh, thank you! Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight.
You saved my life back then, Amanda. The least I can do is help you out.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then, I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
How did you find that out?
After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened. But keeping that lie meant Jonas's death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our own decisions.
So why don't you just leave? It's not difficult, especially now.
It's not that simple. Just because Butch wants to leave this place behind doesn't mean the rest of us want to go away forever. It's our home, and we want to stay here. It's just that since you left, we started thinking maybe the outside wasn't something to be afraid of. But we can't even suggest going outside to communicate or trade at all. Not with the Overseer keeping us trapped down here. You need to stop him.
They say you're threatening the entire vault's safety.
But the vault used to be open, and we're still here, aren't we? It worked back then, so why wouldn't it work now? No, they're just afraid we'll screw up and get hurt. They just won't accept that we can take care of ourselves.
What happened that night?
The real problems came after you two left. The injured had nobody to turn to since our doctor had run off and his assistant had died. Now, we've got to rely on that old Mr. Handy for most of our medical needs, and he hasn't exactly got the best bedside manner. Ever had an examination from someone with cold, metal pincers? You don't want to.
I have to go now.
Be careful. What is it?
What? I didn't say anything.
Be careful.
Why is everyone looking like that?
Good to see you here. Please keep quiet. You never know who's listening.
Looks like we're secure. What's the word up there?
It's good to see you again.
Enough to stay quiet, but not enough to risk doing anything.
Okay, keep listening. And see who else we can get to take a stand. And be careful up there.
Hello.
I'll keep myself safe if you do the same, Amata. I never thought you'd be back.
Oh,
Old
it's
Lady
good to
Palmer.
see you back from outside. It can be dangerous out there for someone your age.
Tell me about the rebels.
Oh dear, we aren't asking for anything special. The vault's been open before, but for some reason everyone tries to pretend it wasn't. I guess they try to forget the poor souls who never came back from out there.
What happened down here?
My poor grandson Jonas died is what happened. They say it was just an accident in all the confusion, but I know it was the Overseer.
I have to go now.
Oh, please be careful.
Jonas was your grandson?
Hello?
Whoa.
How may I serve you, master? Not that I really want to.
Beatrice.
Ah, another patient. What's it to be, eh? Appendectomy? Tonsillectomy? Hysterectomy?
Andy, what happened? All this blood.
Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. Yeah, I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
Wait, they made you the doctor?
But of course, with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the Overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new vault medical practitioner, A marvelous decision, if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped, after all.
Sure, the new doctor, can you heal me?
Actually, no. I'm afraid I've been, what's the human term? Fired. I've been reassigned to cleaning detail. My first duty is, somewhat ironically, cleaning the clinic. But surgery was fun while it lasted.
So what's your take on this whole situation?
Human problems for human hearth. I don't trouble myself with such petty affairs. My work is my life. And, as you can see, I've been quite busy.
I have to go now.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Just laid Beatrice down on Dad's table. Freddy's looking. Oh. We have an average pick lock now. Rocket launcher schematics. I forgot about that. Home sweet home. Schematics. Rocket launcher. Yeah, we got the schematic. The last schematic for the rocket launcher. We got home sweet home.
Well, here we are. Nestled all safe and snug inside Vault 101. It's so cold down here. Colder still with Catherine gone. Oh, Catherine. I so wish you were here with me. How the hell am I supposed to do this by myself? Live down in this hole. Take care of our child. But this is our life now. So I guess I'd better get used to it. The overseer who runs the place is an overbearing bully, but I've dealt with worse.
Dang. Medical systems data. Remember, medical files are confidential. Patient files. Freddy Gomez. Freddy's VDS is getting worse. Most days he can't even get out of bed. When he does manage to function, Freddy hides his insecurities and low self-esteem behind a bully's mask. Vault-Tec medical protocols dictate the prescription of anti-anxiety medication when Vault depressive syndrome is involved. But I do really want to string the kid out of chlorpromazine for the rest of his life. Stanley continues to suffer from severe and chronic head pain. I've been feeding him aspirin like it's candy, but I'm reticent to give him anything stronger. He blames the lighting in his quarters, and though eye strain is certainly compounding the problem, the headaches are actually a symptom of overwork and lack of sleep. Knowing Stanley and the schedule the overseer has him on, the problem isn't likely to get better anytime soon. So it's aspirin indefinitely. Amada. Once again, the overseer has insisted on being in the room for Amada's examination, throwing any inkling of doctor-patient confidentiality right out the window. I know he doesn't trust me, he never has, but I honestly believe the reason he attends his daughter's medical appointments is because he doesn't trust her. It's as ridiculous as it is sad. Amada's a great girl, and the chance of her doing something stupid, pregnancy, syphilis, whatever, is so unlikely it's not even worth mentioning. Experiments. Experiment 27 CE. Cells are still replicating normally. No mutation, thank God. If whatever's out there could penetrate this vault, I can't even begin to imagine what the overseer would do. Experiment PP216. After borrowing a few more water chips from the rerouting some of the power here in the clinic, I've finally been able to affect the latest sample. It's not much, but considering what I have to work with, it a definite step in the right direction. But this new experiment was also monumental for another reason. It's the first time Jonas has assisted me. He suspected forever, I know. So I guess it was inevitable. And his help has been invaluable. I just hope he knows what he's gotten himself into. And Vault 101's troubles.
Hello?
So let's go talk.
I never thought you'd be back.
Man, I sure wish we could blow this joint.
Let's go talk to the Overseer again. Where'd he go?
What do you want?
The rebels are upset because you lied to them about the outside.
They have to understand that we did that to keep them from going outside and getting killed. To keep them from making the same mistake our generation did when we were their age. Some of us already lost loved ones out there long ago. We won't lose any more today.
Okay, now let's go talk to Matt about what he just said. Maybe it's a game of back and forth.
I never thought you'd be back.
What is it?
I think I have a solution for the Vault's troubles.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
Oh, what the fuck? Why can't we just, like, try to talk the Overseer into it? I'll stop your father and his guards.
You will? Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just, please don't do anything rash or hurt him, all right?
Okay. No violence isn't my style, Matta, don't worry.
I should have remembered. I was just worried. I don't know, maybe your time outside had changed you. Thanks, and good luck talking to him. Let me know when you change his mind.
I told her violence isn't my style. I wonder if she knows that I killed a lot of people. Hey, stupid head.
What do you want?
Believe I have a solution for the Vault's problems.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
What if I said that? The rebels are right, you need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
You simply don't have enough people to stay isolated down here forever.
I admit, in the 200 years since the war, our numbers have dwindled a little, but we have enough genetic diversity for a few more generations. My God, you're right. We won't last another 100 years, whether or not we get supplies from the outside. We're the last bastion of pure humanity, and we're doomed.
Humanity isn't about pure genetics. It's about never giving up hope, even now.
I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose you have a point, in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
God damn. God damn. Oh. I'm coming, hold on. I gotta get naked.
Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer. Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
I don't know if she's talking
You're
to him.
welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
At least he always kind of had a soft spot for him. I know he's like a dickhead, but the fact that he's, like, if you read his terminals all the time, how he's always saying that he never was close to Amata.
It's good to see you again.
Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
Father!
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
It's good to see you again.
Hello.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to assume it's something you said to him.
I just had a little talk with him and explained a few things, all quite civil.
You and him? Civil? I expected you to change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new overseer, I'm planning on opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
Whatever it is, I'm glad to help.
I know you are. And on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done. But there are still many who blame you for everything that happened. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the vault, you have to go.
What? I could, like, help them out with what's outside. Why would you kick me out? I saved the vault, and now you're kicking me out?
No, it's not like that. But if you stay, it'll just keep causing more problems. The vault can't take any more infighting. It's just what has to be. It'll be a while before we're ready to really go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. With luck, we'll meet again.
Good to see you.
Wow.
Good riddance. Get out.
Oh.
It's a shame you gotta go, but you'll do okay out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm naked. +1 luck, +10 rad resistance, and repair +5. Huh. It's... Oh! It's like... Wait. Oh wait, I already know about this vault suit. I'm stupid. It looks like Dad's vault suit, but we have sweet Converse on. Okay, I guess that was all of that. Well, we cannot get Butch's toothpick because he has it on him. I don't know what happened to my black pen. Oh, I know where it is. It's upstairs. I can't get that right now. Let's just go out this way. Opening. I could, like, stay here and help them with what's all going on outside, but, you know. She thinks it's better if I leave. Whatever, I'll leave. Fuck you guys. Okay, we can't close it. I'm back.
I had hoped you'd return. What now?
Let's get going.
With all due haste.
Let's go.
And I shall follow.
Trouble on the home front is done. And in exactly an hour and 30 minutes. Let's go, Fox. Dog meat's just sitting out here. So what should we do now? I guess in the next episode we'll go talk to Paladin Tristan. But before we go, I'll drop off this stuff because I picked up a few things. It'd probably be better to help Paladin Tristan with a set of power armor on. Wait, yeah. Senate employee ID. Let's drop this. Yeah, they look the same. Okay. So, in the next episode, we'll go talk to Paladin Tristan and continue with the Brotherhood, or Broken Steel DLC. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully I see you in the next episode.